There is a famous quote about Paolo Maldini. It was said by a striker, a world-class striker who faced him many times, and it goes like this: "If I have to make a tackle, I have already made a mistake." That quote captures everything about Paolo Maldini. Because the greatest defenders do not just stop attackers. They make the attack feel impossible before it even begins. Paolo Cesare Maldini was born on the 26th of June 1968 in Milan. His father Cesare Maldini was a legendary AC Milan captain and later the Italian national team manager. Football was not just in Paolo's environment. It was in his blood. Welcome back to The Last Boot, the channel where football is more than a game. It is emotion. It is history. It is the human story behind every goal and every heartbreak. I am so glad you are here today. If you are new here, please subscribe and join the Last Boot family. We are growing every single day and I do not want you to miss a single story. Today we are talking about a man who played for one club his entire career, never needed to raise his voice, and is considered by many the greatest defender who ever lived. Paolo Maldini. The perfect defender. Let us find out. He joined AC Milan's youth academy as a child. He made his Serie A debut at 16. And for the next 25 years, 25 extraordinary, historic, incomparable years, he never played for another club. In an era of football defined by transfers and money and players moving from club to club in search of the next contract, Paolo Maldini chose Milan. Only Milan. Always Milan. He made 902 appearances for the club. 902. A number so large it barely feels real. He won 7 Serie A titles. He won 5 Champions League trophies, 5 across 3 different decades. He was named the best defender in the world multiple times. He played his last match for AC Milan in 2009. He was 40 years old. But the statistics, extraordinary as they are, still do not fully capture what watching Paolo Maldini actually felt like. He was elegant in a way that most defenders simply are not. Most defending is reactive, chasing, lunging, fighting. Maldini's defending was proactive, intelligent, almost serene. He read the game so completely that he was always in the right position before the danger arrived. So he rarely needed to tackle, rarely needed to foul. He simply made the right choice every time, in every moment, and made it look effortless. Thierry Henry, one of the most devastating strikers in football history, once said that Maldini was the most difficult defender he ever faced. Not the most aggressive. Not the most physical. The most intelligent. The most positionally perfect. The most impossible to get past because he was always exactly where he needed to be. Maldini represented Italy at 4 World Cups. He won 126 caps for the Azzurri. He reached 2 World Cup finals, losing both, a fact that remains the only genuine gap in a career of almost perfect achievement. He retired in 2009 to a standing ovation from the entire football world. Not just Milan fans. Not just Italian fans. But from everyone who had ever watched him play and understood that they were watching something that simply could not be replicated. Paolo Maldini. The perfect defender. The man who played 25 years for one club and made defending look like the most beautiful thing in football. In a sport obsessed with goals, he was proof that keeping them out can be just as magnificent. That is it for today's story on The Last Boot. If this video moved you, please give it a big thumbs up. Share this with every football fan you know. Hit subscribe and join the Last Boot family. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video. Until then, keep the passion alive.